Mbak moderator, can we start it? Halo, Mbak Operator. May we start the presentation? Okay. Okay, we'll wait. Okay, thank you. Let's start. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon for all the contestants or presenters for this call for paper for ICOPC or International Conference of Psychology 2021. Thank you for your participation in this presentation. I would like to welcome all the presenters today, all of 8 of them, 8 or 7 of them. Thank you for coming in this occasion for International Conference of Psychology 2021, The Future of Wellbeing in Disruptive Era, Integration Between Research and Practice. Let's start with our first presenter. Before I want to read about the rules for this room before we can start the presentation. Wait for a second. Okay, I will read the rules for the parallel session procedure. 1, all presenters will be divided into breakout classroom, like we just do it right now. After that, you can present your paper for at least 10 minutes. And after that, we can have a Q&A session. Okay. We can start with the first presenter is Auliana Gawandari Farinasari, Tutut Kusniah, Indri Suryani, Mardianto, with the article Gender Conflict as a Psychological Well-Being Predictor of Unemployed Males with Family in Malang Regency. For the first presenter, are you ready?
Ready, Ms. Santi.
Time and screen is yours. Thank you.
Please, operator, to share screen my PowerPoint. Operator. Maybe in the first slide. Okay. Headliners. Unemployment rate increased to the 7.05 million people as of August 2019. In the other news, more than 30,000 residents of Malang City are still unemployed. And compared to other Asian countries, Indonesia's unemployment rate is the highest. Next slide. The honorable directors, the judges, and all my beloved friends. My name is Indri Suryani from Faculty of Psychology Education, State University of Malang. As you can see on the screen, I'd like to share with you about the topic, gender conflict as a psychological well-being predictor of unemployed males with family in Malang regions. Next slide. The phenomenon of unemployment in Indonesia is something commonly known by the public in general. Indeed, unemployment is a macroeconomic problem that affects humans directly, and it's the toughest problem faced by humans whether they have female or male gender. The Central Statistic Agency stated that the total number of unemployed in Indonesia reached 6.2 million respondents. This number stepped on the percentage of 5.01% of the total Indonesian people. While in East Java, there was 83,000 unemployed respondents, and 29,000 respondents was in the Regency of Malang. This figure is the highest number in East Java. Next slide. In line, based on the researcher in interview in Jebiak Hamlet, the man has the initial N where the subject was a male respondent who is unemployed or doesn't have a job, so that has experienced gender role conflict in his life as long as he doesn't have a defined job. His lover demands that he immediately have a more established and clear job. The subject admits that he became less confident in front of other respondents because he always asks for opinions and direction from his parents. In research conducted by the Serp and Hebner and Samuelson et al., which discussed psychological well-being and gender role conflict, found that gender role conflict had a positive correlation with psychological well-being. When linked and taken from the dynamics of these two things, it accords with the result of research of gender role conflict and psychological well-being that there is a possible influence of gender role conflict on psychological well-being in individuals. The research are interested in studying more deeply and focused in relation to the effect of gender role conflict on psychological well-being in unemployed men, especially those who are married. This research can later be used to add point of view on this phenomenon. Next slide. Literature review. Zucker suggests that gender refers to the different roles between women and men that result in different treatment in society. Gilligan states that the difference in treatment occurs not because of biological factor, but are formed due to the social-cultural nature of community. According to the Reef, psychological well-being is the achievement of full psychological potential and the state in which individuals can accept themselves, have goals in life, are able to develop positive social relationships, are independent, are able to control the environment, and continue to grow personally. There are several factors that affect a person's psychological well-being: age, gender, level of education, occupation, health, and physical function. Next slide. Now, the relation of gender and psychological well-being. In research conducted by Serp and Herbner, it was stated that the result of the survey and research they have conducted show that general conflict can affect the psychological well-being of the respondent. The second research conducted by Gregory Simon et al. It was stated that gender conflict had a positive correlation with psychological well-being. Next slide. For the middle, this research was quantitative research. The type of research taken was descriptive correlational. In the study, the general conflict variable X served as predictor of psychological well-being variable Y. The research location is Gebjak Hamlet, Purwoasri Village, Singosari Subdistrict, Malang Regency. The sampling technique used in the study is data stamping, with the sample amounts to 107 respondents. In the study, two instruments were used. The first instrument is psychological well-being scale with reliability of 0.841. The second instrument is the general conflict scale I from O'Neill et al. With reliability of 0.969. Next slide. For result and discussion. Based on the result of the data description, the result of the categories can be seen in the following table. Two variables are normally distributed, statable linear, low significant in simple regression technique, small value of R square, which means that the hypothesis H0 is rejected and H1 is accepted. Next slide. Based on the result of data obtained from the study, the result obtained that the level of psychological well-being of the people as the related location is in the high category, and general conflict occur that are included in the low category. Based on in the research, conflict with their parents, most of them are not due to low status or high rank of job they both have, but rather to financial and economic problems in the family. The result of the significance of the hypothesis test obtained that general conflict is indeed a predictor of psychological well-being. However, the significant level is not too high because the significant value achieved is almost equal to the limit. So it can be said that the significance of the effect of general conflict on psychological well-being is not too significant, unless the social environment was the several factor have psychological well-being, despite experience general conflict in their daily life. In conclusion, it can be stated that general conflict still has an influence on the psychological well-being of the respondents, even though the only 3%. This is because, judging from the level of general conflict, which is included of the lowest category, it makes a person able to continue to have psychological well-being with very external influence factor. Next slide. Okay, that's all the topic I can share. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'd like to discuss along. I give back the session to the moderator. Thank you, Ms.
Okay, thank you very much for Ms. Auliana Gawandari Farinasari for your presentation. Now I would like to open a Q&A session for you who want to ask some question or discuss some matter with Ms. Auliana Gawandari. You can raise your hand and ask her about your opinion for her presentation today. It's about general conflict. Anyone want to ask some question? Oh, I'm sorry. Is Miss Indri or Miss Auliana?
I'm sorry, I'm Miss Indri.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Miss Indri Suryani, because the first name is Auliana Gawandari Farinasari, so I thought that your name is Auliana Gawandari. I'm sorry. Okay, who wants to ask some question to Miss Indri Suryani here for her presentation today? I think because in Indonesia, unemployed male is something that taboo, yeah, for their role as a, I don't know, as a father, as a husband, and if they don't have a job, how could they give some food or clothes for their wife or their children? So it's something that so hard for them. Anyone want to give some question? Okay, if no one? Miss Indri, what is the difficulties that occur from your research in Malang?
The difficulty of the research that I found in the top because it's one in Gebiak Hamlet, and much of them having a job. Someone is job itu less, not very much. When we are interview the person, this would give the information is not too much, but just tell us about the environment is like this, and I'm not really my psychology is well, and that's not really tell uh, not trust.
How many participants do you have for this research?
107.
Okay, that's a lot. 107 is a lot. Okay, thank you for your opinion for this research. I guess this is important for us to know about their psychological well-being. Okay, thank you, Miss Indri Suryani. Give applause to Miss Indri Suryani as our first presenter this afternoon. Okay, before we move to second presenter, I would like to remind you to fill the presence link in a chat room, so you can choose the participant status according to the session you are participating in. Thank you. Don't forget to fill in the presence link for certificates. And please ensure that the data entered is correct for the certificates. Okay, I would like to welcome our second presenter, Ms. Fahrunisa Nurhayati Dawenan, and myself, Pravisi Santi, for the article, The Correlation Between Husband Social Support and Anxiety on Mothers Who Have Experienced Mom Shaming in Malang City. For Ms. Fahrunisa Nurhayati Dawenan, time and screen is yours.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Fahrunisa Nurhayati Dawenan as the first authors in this research. And my research title is The Correlation Between Husband Social Support and Mother's Anxiety Who Have Experienced Mom Shaming in Malang City. So I'll start this discussion. When women carry out the mother's roles as caregivers, they are often attached to issues and demand for the good mother in order to provide good care, which can be called either standardization from society. With standardization, it may make mothers vulnerable to get mom shaming, from the environment if they are deemed inappropriate. Moreover, mom shaming can be defined as a behavior that pretends to give criticism but actually aims to embrace the mother's role. It's related to mother's parenting styles that are considered not ideal. Mom shaming often comes from mother's environment, like family, neighbor, or friends. That mom shaming can cause anxiety. Husband's role as both father and mother's person was so important in providing social support. Then by getting good social support, individuals will feel comfortable, loved, valuable, and part of the group, and tend to avoid symptoms of anxiety. And from the preliminary studies in Malang City that show mom shaming received is related to the process of giving birth and parenting methods. And the source of mom shaming show that mostly come from extended family, husband family, and neighbors, friends, and biological parents. And from the previous mom shaming research in Indonesia, conducted by Safira, that is mom shaming experience by celebrities on Instagram social media, almost all their parenting methods that are applied. And from Savitri, from her research about the difference in society in young mothers between who have and never got mom shaming. And from Adianto and Avianti about their research of the power in the phenomenon of mom shaming on the role of women as mothers showed that standardization in society relate to health, psychology, and culture that creates normalization in society. And from the previous parenting research from Krakenberg and Kavis, they showed the factor of parenting anxiety did not only come from internal or mother's self, but also anxiety comes from mother's external, and this is a lack of social support. So this research is to be done as quantitative development research on the phenomenon of mom shaming in Indonesia by researching mom shaming paired with other variables, that is husband social support and mother's anxiety. And this research was conducted in Malang City, which has 3 research objectives, such as how is the description of husband social support for mothers who get mom shaming in Malang City, how is the description of anxiety in mothers who have mom shaming in Malang City, and how is the description of anxiety in mothers who have experienced mom shaming in Malang City, and how is the relationship between husband social support and anxiety in mothers who have experienced mom shaming in Malang City. The methodology of this research is a quantitative approach with a descriptive correlation consisting of 2 research variables such as the husband social support variable and the mother's anxiety variable. The research subjects were 118 subjects with a non-probability sampling technique used purposive sampling. We have the 3 characteristics of the subject. There are mothers who have experienced mom shaming, mothers who have a double role such as the role of being a wife and mother, and domiciled or resides in the city of Malang. This research used 2 instruments, the husband social support skills and the mother anxiety skills. The husband social support scale is based on the aspect of social support proposed by Sarafino and Smith, involved emotional support, instrumental support, informational support, and friendship support. And for the mother's anxiety scales based on the aspect of anxiety proposed by Kidwell and Snape, the 6 aspects include mood, cognition, behavior, arousal, somatic, and others. These were the Likert scale and arranged based on the theory. And then for data analysis, there are 3 stages. Descriptive analysis is to describe or provide an overview of the subject. And for assumption test, consists of 2 tests, the normality test and the linearity test. The normality test in this research use Kolmogorov-Smirnov, where purpose to determine whether the data is normally distributed or not. And for the linearity test, the study used test for linearity, where purpose to determine whether a linear relationship in variables. And for the last hypothesis test, to determine the hypothesis whether there is a relation between the variables, and to find a direction of the relationship by use Pearson's product moment. And the result of this research is the subjects were 118 people who on age of 23 to 69 years old, and marriage age on 1 to 46 years. And according to socio-demographic characteristics of the subjects, we can to know that the majority of subjects were live in Lok Waru district, or 26.3%, high school education 54.2%, and work as housewife 63.3%. And then the result of each variable. For husband social support variable, the majority subjects have a high level of husband social support is 68 subjects or 57.6%, with our age 24 to 69 years old and who have marriage age range 1 to 45 years. And for mother's anxiety variable, the majority subjects have a moderate level of anxiety is 111 subjects or 94.1%. And for this result, just 7 subjects in the low level anxiety category, and the category is, and the score is included in extreme score. And for hypothesis test, use Pearson product moment, the correlation score is minus 0.349 or negatively correlate, which is classified as low with significant at the 0.01. And from negatively correlate, we explain opposite relationship into variables. When husband social support increase, then mother's anxiety will decrease or otherwise. And for discussion, husband social support, the majority of subjects in high level social support that illustrate the tendency of a healthier mentality, especially in maternal welfare and adaptability. This is aligned with Myers that social support is one of the coping strategies from emotional, cognitive, and behavioral stress. And there are several factors related to the level of social support. Consist to intimacy, providing a feeling of availability, social support or a sense of acceptance, and gender roles. And for mother's anxiety, we came to know mom shaming provide anxiety, but that mother's mom shaming anxiety in Malang City, which is related to sense of ability in parenting, show that mothers are in very good welfare and are more mentally healthy, because from the result leads to lower and the absence of the subjects in the high level. And the low anxiety level of mothers can describe the low tendency to researching findings, the impact, the low tendency to depression due to anxiety, and according to Danforth and Dangers, research finding the impact of depression caused by mother's anxiety can be affected of child development, parental trauma, maternal mental health to early mother-child relationship and attachment. And for correlation of two variables, the result is negative correlation or opposite relationship. If the husband social support profile is higher, then the mother anxiety towards mom shaming will be lower. And conversely, if the husband social support profile is lower, then the mother's anxiety towards mom shaming can be higher. And this result, in line with Julianti and Prasetya, they found that there is negative relationship between husband social support and woman's dual role conflict. And also research suggests that the husband support as a father and an intimate partner contribute to the process of achieving the mother's roles, whose implementation can't be replaced by anyone. Good interaction with husband also help reduce stress and facilitate the achievement of motherhood. And from this, we can also know that if mothers as wife not get enough or low of sufficient social support from their husband, cannot of course carry out individual duties and function in childcare or for achieve mother's roles. Okay, so the conclusion of this research is the representation of husband social support for mothers who have experienced mom shaming in Malang City is the majority at high level. Can be interpreted that mothers who get mom shaming have a good availability or exchange of social support from their husband in all aspects of social support. And from the anxiety mothers who have experienced mom shaming in Malang City can be interpreted that mom shaming received by a mother can provide anxiety in all the aspect of anxiety by the result is majority in moderate level and very minor in the low level. And negative correlation between husband social support and mother anxiety when experienced mom shaming in Malang City indicate that the relationship between the variables is opposite. When the one variable is higher or increased, other variable will decrease on your lower. So that's my presentation. I turn back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Fahrunisa Nurhayati Dawenan, for your presentation. Now I would like to ask another question. No one? I guess, okay. Miss Tiara Shiva.
Good afternoon, Ms. Farun. Appreciate your paper research about mom shaming in Malang City. And what I want to ask you is what kind of mom shaming that you found in Malang City that often the society or in the interest to do a research about the mom shaming, because as I know the shaming is happen in like adolescence age or in the early adult. And I think it's a really interesting form about mom shaming in the research. So yeah, I just want to know what kind of mom shaming that happened that yeah, in Malang itself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Tiara Shiva, for your question. What kind of mom shaming that happened in Malang that you present on your paper today, Miss Fahrunisa?
Okay, Ms. Tiara, thanks for your question. I will answer your question. According what I found from the preliminary studies in Malang City before I doing the research, is usually it is criticism parenting around children gadget, giving formula or breast milk, children fat levels, speech delay, and how to dress children, and comparing children. And usually, mom shaming showed mostly from extended family, husband family, and neighbors, friends, and biological parents. And give my more attention for my preliminary studies is biological parents of mom can give mom shaming. That mother or their mothers can give them mom shaming. I mean that are their grandchild, but they give mom shaming to this. And I interest with this research because it's relatively new research in Indonesia, and the phenomenon exactly exists in our environment, but think still little people have awareness about this phenomenon. I think enough from the answer, Miss.
Okay, thank you for your answer, Miss Fahrunisa. Is it clear, Miss Tiara?
Very clear, and I really like how she answered the question. And yeah, I think the shaming is about body or body image. But after Miss Fahrunisa answered the question, I realized that the shaming is come from the parenting style or their behavior or how took care of their children, and shaming or the comments is came from their own family member. I think it's a really sad fact, but yeah, it's really interesting research. Thank you, Farunisa.
Okay, I guess mobbing is something that happen more and more common these days. Like what happened with Sandy Aulia is from what she get person who doesn't know you, who doesn't understand you, and they give you mom shaming because they see that your child is maybe a little bit thinner from other child and something like that. I guess it's something that more and more common days, and it affects all of the mother because it become a source of anxiety, and it affect well-being of her, and for extent it become affect the well-being of the also. You will become a mother someday, I guess, and it's become what you can learn from the research. So to face if you someday you get mom shaming. But I presentation. I guess it's time for we to move to the third presenter. Give applause first to Ms. Fahrunisa Nurhayati Dawedan for her presentation. The article, the Corel fathers. Okay, Miss Devinda Isanita Septiani, time and screen is yours.
I'm sorry, Miss Santi. I think Devinda has left the room because of the bad signal.
Okay, this is I have Devinda Isanita Septiani here.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you can present your article now.
Okay. Please, operator, to share my PowerPoint. Thank you. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Devinda Sanita Septiani, and today I want to presentation my research about correlation between self-judgment and psychological well-being of others. Okay, next. There are 6 aspects of psychological well-being by Riff, 1989. And 2 aspects of achieving good psychological well-being is independence and freedom in determining all their own action and have positive relationship with others. Meanwhile, in fact, early adult fathers tend to focus on how to support their family financially and mentally by sometimes causing problems to themselves. This can happen because the big responsibility causes the fathers to have limits and cannot determine his action freely. And there is a gap between the felt condition and the theory of psychological well-being in early adult father. And it can be seen that some aspects of psychological well-being are not actually fulfilled, then they have a father role. Next slide. This research I used to theory. First is psychological well-being by Riff as the attitude of individuals who view themselves and others positively. The individual with psychological well-being are able to make their own decision, regulation their behavior, and have clear life goals. Psychological well-being have 6 aspects. First is self-accepted, positive relationship with others, autonomy, environmental maturity, life goals, and personality growth. Individual psychological well-being is influenced by personality type. The 6 aspects of psychological well-being are related to 5 dimensions of the Big 5 personality theory. Personality is form of characteristic that is unique to each individual. Adam wrote, consistent behavior and will affect social interaction and the process of self-adjustment to the environment. The personality of each individual will show a different response to self-adjustment process. And the second theory is self-adjustment. I use Snyder's theory. Self-adjustment is a harmonious relationship between individual and the environment that involves the ability to meet the needs of life and the demands of life physically and socially. Self-adjustment have 7 aspects. First is control over excessive emotion, minimal self-driven mechanism, minimal personal frustration, good learning abilities, taking offense of past experience, having rational consideration, and being realistic and objective. Next. Okay. Next, method. This study is a correlation quantitative approach and have 100 early adult father with purposive sampling technique and 3 character. First is married man, second age 19 to 40 years old, and third have at least 1 child. Their 2 instruments were used in the form of scale. First is psychological well-being with 18 items, which was adapted from EVA and D3, 2018. It's modified from Kinanti. Next slide. The result is from 100 early adult fathers have 54% a moderate level of psychological well-being and 18 to have a high level of self-adjustment. Next. The research got a significant P 0.001. That means P is less than 0.05, so that there is a significant relationship between the self-adjustment and the psychological well-being of others in early adulthood. Then the result of RXY was 0.601, so this coefficient is included in the category of a strong and positive correlation. Next. the conclusion, the result of the hypothesis test show that there was significant positive relationship between self-adjustment and psychological well-being in the early adult father. In this study, fathers in early adulthood need to improve their psychological well-being because they have a moderate level of psychological well-being, and one of which is by increasing the aspect of psychological well-being. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ms. Devinda Isanita Septiani, for your presentation. I would like to share a time for anyone who's having a question for Ms. Devinda. Anyone? The paper is about self-adjustment and psychological well-being of fathers, early adulthood fathers. I guess this is an interesting topic because as we know, fathers in Indonesia doesn't have a big roles in parenting nowadays, but this time being, it's become more and more big, the role of the fathers in parenting. So I guess this is something that interesting for us to know about their social adjustment or self-adjustment in their role as a father. Why Ms. Devinda choose to have a research about a father and self-adjustment in your paper?
Okay, thank you for your question. I choose the topic is because like your talk about parenting, sometimes we just focus on mothers and too many research talk about mothers, but so let's talk about fathers. And fathers are important role to help balance the care that a child needs from the parents so that the child can grow according to family. And the father, I'm sorry, you can hear my voice.
In what aspect do you think the father have difficulties to adjust?
I think in aspect psychological well-being, have positive hello, sorry, my connected is back.
Okay, it's okay.
Positive because they to focus with work and the family times.
So they have difficulties to adjust the role as a social part of the society.
Yes, that's true. And the freedom to choose what they wanna do, like free time or talk about others, like that.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Maybe anyone having a question for Miss Devinda? Tiara?
Hello, Miss Devinda.
Yes,
Can I ask you a question? What time did you take the data of the participant of this research?
this year's. I think May or June. Yeah, yes, May.
Oh, so not long ago, yeah.
Yes.
During the pandemic.
During the
Yes,
pandemic.
during the pandemic.
I think if you took it during the pandemic, it will be really interesting, and it's already interesting, but more interesting when the pandemic Yes, because the role of the father mix up from what they do as a workers in no as an employee in the in their work, and people in this pandemic already work at home, so their role will get mixed up in the in the house. So I think it will be really interesting if you can add some background, pandemic background in your research. Devinda.
Thank you, Miss Tiara.
Okay, thank you, Miss Tiara, for your question. Bimber? Okay, I guess that's enough. Thank you for Miss Devinda. Give applause to Miss Devinda and Miss Nur Eva for the presentation. Now I would like to give time for our fourth presenter, Miss Afifah Husna Azahra, and Miss Pravisi Santi, and Miss Foni Damayanti Hutagalung for the article The Role of Gratitude on Body Image Among Male Adolescents.
Yes. Can operator help me to share screen because my internet unstable?
Okay. Operator, okay, thank you. Okay, I give time and screen for you, Miss Afifah.
Thanks for the time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. Here I will present my research with Miss Pravisi Santi and Miss Foni Damayanti Hutagalung, entitled The Role of Gratitude Gratitude on the Among Male Adolescents. Next. Introduction of this research with the notion of adolescence. Adolescence is transition period in the span of human life that connects childhood with adulthood, characterized by physical, cognitive, and socio-emotional. At this time, adolescents experience turmoil due to physical change, which will affect the development of thinking, language, emotion, and social skills. Teenagers generally develop a personal perception or image their physical appearance following body image or known as body image. Next. Researchers have conducted an initial survey of 75 adolescents on 5 January, and 61.3% experience body image problem, while 38.7% didn't experience this problem. In the personality factor, gratitude plays a significant role in the development of image in adolescents. Players et al. 2017, they found gratitude as a general tendency to appreciate the good things in their lives. Based on previous studies, the research is interested in examining the role on body image in male adolescents. Next. The research is in
Uh,